Yes. So I hand it over to Momita. I will pin her as well.
Yes.
Uh,
Thank you, Sanjuktati. Yeah.
yes.
So, greetings, everyone. Good afternoon and good
Momita,
evening.
can you be a little loud?
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, it was a
Am I?
little. Bodhi, can you can you also recheck? Is it only me
Yeah.
or
Am I audible? Am I clearly audible?
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I can
yes?
also.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. All
Correct.
right. So once again, greetings, everyone. Good evening and good afternoon to
Good
people who have.
evening.
Yeah. So hope everyone is doing good.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think we all look forward to attending today's session, especially Sunday session, where Sanjukta the she enlightens us. She gives us an insight on various topics. I think we all look forward to this session. So, welcome once again to today's group meditation and Sunday study session. One second, one second. I'm getting called. Just a minute. Just a minute.
Okay. But I'm very grateful to her. Such a sweetheart, you know. And like I
I'm
why I
sorry. I'm
yeah,
sorry. I'm
and
so
why I
sorry.
want her also is that she's also accumulating. Why should I only accumulate good fortune by doing seva? So I have involved her, and maybe in future you guys also have to get involved. Maybe she will guide you, and you will work with her in future if anybody wants to also join to do some service. Yeah, Movita, over to
Yeah,
you.
yeah, sure. Yeah. So, so first of all, I would like to thank everyone who have joined today and who also makes an effort like to join the meditation session every day. And I think special appreciation goes to Tanmoy and Pannada, who as mentioned by Sanjukta the earlier in the group, that you guys have been fantastic and an inspiration to many and your dedication to participating in morning and evening session regularly is really incredible. So hope we all get encouraged to join the session every day like you guys do. And also uh, mm, like as Sanjukta the shared that in my in my case where I can say that Sanjukta Di has been an harbinger of bringing spiritual journey into my life. I think more than a decade back, where I was introduced to chanting. Uh, I think many of you know that Sanjukta Di is associated with Soka Gakkai, okay, chanting Namyoho Rengekyo, and which I was also associated, okay, and then eventually uh, my course of spiritual journey took a different path, where I have been I have been introduced to Reiki, and then have been associated with Babaji Maharaj, okay, Maptar Babaji, who is a deathless guru, and he is a living master for more than 2000 years on this earth, and also Guruji Noshir. So where my life has turned uh, 360-degree change after after encountering with Guruji and Maptar Babaji. Okay, so where I chant the mantra every day and also do Kriya Yoga. I mean, of course, that's a session where you are taught specifically by a teacher. Okay, so that cannot be introduced. I think Sanjukta Di can introduce to us, so because that is a special kriya, okay, where you need to where we magnetize our spine and we burn our negative karma. So just a brief, which I can share is that. Like meditation, it's not that all my fear has been rooted out. No, I won't say that. Like, or things have turned magical. No, nothing like that. But then somewhere, like, I have become detached. Okay. In my case, like, I am detached to everything and anything, like, which keeps me on hold, or which, like, which gives me fear. Okay. Then I understand, oh, that's my attachment, because attachment rises to fear. Okay. So I try to be detached and try to meditate every day. Okay. And since a week, I think I've been joining Sanjukta this evening meditation session every day, where, like, beautiful music is being played, and that's so rejuvenating. And I'm enjoying everything. All I can say, like, just enjoying. Of course, with all my fear and
And you have come to a person who is, yeah, I do have a lot of fears, but my fears are in specific areas, not all the areas. So, yeah, no, I'm also overcoming one by one.
Hmm.
Yeah, in some areas I'm so fearless that other people ask me, how come you are so fearless? But at the same time, there are areas where I'm very insecure, and I am still that girly. I want that support and the that feeling of security maybe from someone else. So that also I'm working there to not expect anything from anybody.
Hmm.
As it's my new, I'll just pin myself that it's my new, I have been, that's why Momita has been sharing that, detachment, because I keep training them, detach, detach, detach. Detachment is the, it's the root of all pain, and like, Monica D and a few from like Copenhagen, they knew a very good friend. He was a little disappointed with few things in our group, and he was very sad, and he didn't want to join the group. And when he's sad and angry, he's very rude, so people are even scared to talk to him, that please come back to the group. But for some reason, I don't know why, he listens to even my scoldings. I scold him, and he will listen, and and he thinks that even my scoldings have something to listen. So one day I was really furious with him because of his decision, and I told him that you are doing, don't expect me to see you when you come to India if you don't come back to the group again. And he was very silently listening to me, and then he said, expectation is the mother of all depression. you know and that was actually that is very true, but it's like a reminder to myself again, that not just attachment, this is another thing that I have to let go from everybody, from everyone, from every situation, no expectation. Because recently also, you go through, as spiritual people, we go through so much of challenges, so that we again learn another lesson. So now the next lesson for Momita and everybody is, don't expect anything from anybody. Be your own. It's like that's what inner child does. The therapy that I do in inner child is like, you give your that whatever you need from anybody else, you give that to yourself. Nobody can fulfill you. Nobody will make you whole. Okay, this is the next learning that we are about to learn. Okay, thank you so much, Momita. I will now start my this topic of grounding. Okay, so what does anybody know what is grounding? किसी को पता है हम ग्राउंडिंग क्यों करते हैं, किस वजह से करते हैं? And especially, why did I pick up the topic of grounding now is that as Momita said, morning and evening. I'm so grateful. Morning and evening, people are joining and are meditating, you know, and so sincere, especially the men have been so sincere. Tanmoy and Panna, Tanmoy joins every morning. Panna joins morning and evening. And there is other Momita, then there is Bhavni, there are few more who joins every day. And I'm sure they will have some experience to share, you know, maybe next week when they join. Anandita joins every evening. Yeah. So I chose this topic of grounding because there is another thing that we need to be careful is that when meditation is very good, it really helps us. But at the same time, sometimes when as a new person who has joined meditation for the first time, when we meditate a lot, sometimes we might get ungrounded. Okay, ungrounded means it's like, you know, do you remember those you know, past time, those antennas, you know, that jo hota tha na ke, like, you know, there were those antennas, this long antennas, and they which were used to ground, you know, your house, your TVs and everything, so that they are safe, you know, they don't fuse off when there is a lightning. So it's because, you know, our the house that we stay, or the TV and the fridge, on the electrical equipments, they have a certain kind of energy that they can hold on to. Anything more than that can break that circuit. Okay, that's why if there is a lightning and there is a too much of charge, you know, the your TV might break, your fridge might break, you know, anything can happen. And that's why nowadays you will not find those antennas, but still all the buildings are grounded. You know, all the buildings have some kind of grounding. Okay, it is because of this, that if there is this excess charge and there is no way to release those charge, then that will break. That's the same with us, as I explained, that we are meditators. We are taking in so much of energy, and this energy, if it is sometimes too much, I'm not saying that don't meditate, stop meditating. Now, even if the kind of meditation you're doing, it will not make you ungrounded or take you to, it is called spiritual emergency as well. Okay, so what happens is that sometimes spiritual emergencies, like, you know, you start becoming there, you will have delusions and you will start speaking nonsense. This can happen, but this happens to people who are meditating for whole day. And an old meditator can meditate for whole day, but a new meditator, if that meditator meditates and has some problem and says, I will meditate for whole day for the next 1 month, that person will start becoming schizophrenic, because there is excess of charge in the body and there is no outlet. Okay. So that's why I have chosen this topic of grounding. But 1 2 hours of meditation is nothing. It will not create any problem every day. It will not create any problem. Okay. Another thing, what happens is that there has been enough research. You know, Clint Ober is the pioneer of this research in the field of grounding. Okay. So he had many diseases and he was working in the field of cable or something, and he learned how to ground, the cables and everything. And one fine day, it was his discovery that he was unable to sleep. He was having a lot of pain. I think he was having liver cirrhosis. I don't remember the disease, but he was having liver cirrhosis. Okay. And the doctor said he cannot survive for more than some years or something. And then one fine day, he was almost giving up hope. He was in a lot of pain in his body and everything. And then one fine day, he when he was working with some of his instruments at home, and he realized that one instrument needs grounding, he said, let me try the same thing for myself. Okay, so what he did, that he put one maybe a metal in the ground, connected it to a wire, and then you connected the end of that wire to his foot. Okay, and he slept that night. That was the first night he had a very good sleep after long years of pain and suffering with his body. Okay, that was his first awakening, that, oh wow, this works. And how come I had such a good sleep? Then after that, he slowly started researching and working on different people had autoimmune disorder. They came to him. People having different inflammation diseases are mostly because of inflammation in the body. Okay, and many people with, incurable diseases, they came to him. And what happened is that all of them started getting cured. Okay, all because of this grounding, all of them started getting cured. So that's how, this grounding has become so popular. But even in the field of spirituality, grounding is so important, friends, because bolte ki, this the world, this fear, just some time back, my childhood friend Rumi, she has joined, and I'm so happy. She's my first friend. Like, where the moment I opened my eyes, I think she was my first friend. She lived just next to me. She's still, my house is still next to hers. And she's saying that, she had some issues with her health and everything. And it is, and this fear she has developed. Okay. Like, if it comes back again. But grounding also releases our fears, gives us strength. Life is filled with challenges, life is filled with struggles, especially spirituality. तो ऐसा है कि, because we are evolving, we are growing, we are we you know we I have always, whoever has come to me, I have told them, don't expect your life to be very smooth after you join spirituality. You can expect that you will achieve your goals, that you can expect, that is a guarantee, that you, if you target, if that goal is right for you, if the manifestation is right for you, you will achieve that goal. But it doesn't mean that your life will be easy. Because in this life, spiritual people, if you're really sincere, in this life itself, we attain enlightenment. We are not here just for, these goals and manifestations and fun. We are here for enlightenment. Okay. That's why what happens is that even in this Buddhism, that like Momita just some time back said, we are all, our backgrounds are first from this Nichiren Buddhism, Soka Gakkai organization, and there it says that the Bodhisattva, we are called Bodhisattvas of the earth, you know, and Bodhisattvas of the earth. In the last 22 years, so many people have called me for counseling. Okay, and I can always say, I have gone through this. Whenever somebody calls me and says that, this is what I'm going through, and maybe that person is crying and everything, then I will tell her that, do you know that I've also gone through this? So because, if you see the strength in me today, is because Rumi, please remember, and everybody remember, the strength in us is also because we develop these kind of strength because we overcome one challenge after another. In the beginning, yes, because you are new into spirituality, you might fear, but after a point of time, it will be just like, you are, it says, no, what is that called? What is that called? Momita, can you remind me? The word
Yeah, I can.
surfing, surfing. When we surf, when we learn to surf, okay? First, we learn to surf in shallow waves, okay? Spirituality is like that. We first learn to surf in small challenges, okay? And then God knows that, okay, now this lady is, okay, ready to face more challenges. Then the God gives her more challenges. It doesn't mean God is rude with her. It means God wants her to grow fast, become strong fast, get enlightened fast. Okay. So that is why these challenges are so important in life, and that's what grounding helps us. If we don't have grounding, friends, we will be easily, get affected by these challenges, and we will give up. Okay. So grounding, so symptoms of lack of grounding. So what we are going to talk about is the symptoms of lack of grounding. In spite of having everything, what is the symptom C? In spite of having everything in life, one cannot be happy. Okay, you will see that you feel there is something, there is no life urge, you don't feel lively, you don't feel, the physical things of your life don't give you joy. That means you lack grounding. Okay, second is you go through depression, anxiety, fear. Okay, if you have lots of fear, that means also you have lack of grounding. Okay. Then the third point is emotional imbalance. Okay, emotional, especially with us as well, we practitioners, we also go through so many challenges. Even now, I go through so many challenges, friends. And it is, that is why sometimes the challenges are so high that I feel that I will get ungrounded. But by the grace of God, we also have learned, after so many years we have learned the technique and ways to come back. And one of the best way is grounding, friends. The moment you feel very emotional imbalance, full of fear, as Momita shared, there is so much of fear and so much of a uncertainty with, and as Rumi shared, we should go back to Mother Earth. We should ground ourselves. Grounding should be our daily practice. Okay. Spiritual emergencies, I just now shared. If you may suddenly you feel during COVID, many people went into spiritual emergencies. People were so much, they never practiced meditation before. In India, I'm talking. I have seen many experiences. Many people, they did not practice, meditation before. Okay. The moment COVID hit, people were so scared, so worried, they started meditating day in, day out, and everything. And again, as I shared, if your body is not ready, as for example, after so many years, maybe my body is ready to meditate for a whole day, whole night, and still I will not get affected. Okay. And even if I get affected, I know the ways. I have to go back to the Mother Earth, ground myself, and everything. But some people, they don't know all these techniques. They will keep meditating, but they forget that they have to go to Mother Earth and they have to ground themselves. They have to release the energy to the Mother Earth. And that's when these spiritual emergencies happen. Okay. Spiritual emergencies is all like that, delusions, schizophrenism, and all different kind of things that happen. So, and again, another thing, have you seen many people, they, bolte khayali pulao. There is a muhavra in Hindi, khayali pulao. That person will say, I will do this, I will do that, I will do this, and do so many things. We'll say so many things, and especially, especially with in these movies, you will see these boyfriends and they will say that I will bring, I will give you my heart, I will give you my blood, I will give you so many things. But whenever it comes to action, there is no action. Okay. So this is the story of all of us. Even we think that, okay, I will do this, I will do that, I will achieve this in life, that in life, so many things we decide. And then finally what happens when it comes to taking real action? Even the real action is that, as for example, all of you here, you have decided to transform your life, and you have intended that every Sunday I will join. Okay. You will see some are joining regularly, some are not being able to join regularly. It is also there might, I'm not saying 100%, there might also, one of the reason might be grounding, because you will say a lot of things, you might decide a lot of things, but you will not be able to put things into action. Okay. Then laziness. Okay, lack of grounding also leads to laziness. We feel very lethargic, we don't feel like taking any action, we just feel like sleeping. These are the things that can happen due to lack of grounding. Okay. Then strength and power, that is what, okay. And then another thing is that, as I said, again I'm repeating, because today Rumi has joined, and my friend, she's really going through a lot of challenge. So I'm again sharing this point, friends. Mother Earth has the energy, has the power to give us strength, has the power to give us power. Okay. To again relive our life the way we want to live, to not give up. Okay. And that is the strength Mother Earth has. So in spirituality, even if you're not that spiritual, if we have so many challenges in life, if we ground regularly, if we go back to Mother Earth, sit with Mother Earth regularly. If you cannot, there are people who live in Denmark. I will give you another way where you, even if you don't go out, you will be able to ground. But best is to go out and ground. You will see that, despite of so many challenges, you will have the strength and power to overcome everything. Okay. Then again, another symptom of lack of grounding is neglecting our body. Okay. So if we have grounding issues, we will also neglect our body. Okay. We'll not take care of our body, because we will feel this body is heavy. I remember there was one lady, she was in a session, and she was asking a question that, when will the day come when I can fly with the air and the body will not be a disturbance? Okay. and she was asking like these. So sometimes, the body feels like it's a very dense body, right? We are holding a lot of karma in this body, and that's why when some many people, if we have lack of grounding, we don't enjoy this heaviness. We want to give up the body. Okay. Also, when there is physical abuse, friends, physical abuse is one thing, friends. If it happens, you suddenly feel like your body will feel like a cage. Okay. You will feel like this, you do not want to live in this body. You will lack grounding. Okay. You immediately, your grounding will go the moment physical abuse will happen. Immediately your grounding will go. You will feel homeless. You will feel groundless. And you don't even enjoy the body. This is what happens, due to lack of grounding. Okay. Lack of grounding also, because mother earth na, it gives us, see, it is nurturing us, it is nurturing somebody. It is also it also knows whom to nurture, how much, whom to nurture. She knows everything. She has boundaries for everything. She keeps everybody in a boundary. कि उसको इतना ऐसा नहीं कि उसको दे रहा है तो उसको नहीं देगा. There is a lot of, she also knows this, she has this power of boundary. So but when we lack boundary, we lack grounding. We also lack this boundary understanding. We cross others boundary. We try to dominate others. We try to tell others what they have to do, not giving them the freedom to decide what they should be deciding. These are also reasons of, these are also symptoms of lack of grounding. Okay. Then spiritual bypass is also another symptom of lack of grounding. Many people, they also come into spirituality. So, friends, let me also remind you. I'm sure many of you know, but again, to the new people, many people, they join meditation to escape, the reality of life, responsibilities, and all these things that they need to do. Some people, they just escape for those realities. Okay. Then also, if these people have just met, because if you close your eyes now, you don't need to take any responsibility. You can say big big words. You can say big big words, but no action. Okay. No responsibility, nothing. So that is also a clear example of lack of grounding. Okay. Death urge. Death urge, people who, you will see deep down, some people, the deep down feel कि ये body में रह के क्या करना है, I just want to leave the body, I want to die. It is because mother earth grounds us. It is holding us through its gravitational power. It is holding us, it is giving us that physical touch. So if we lack grounding, we will also be very detached from all the physicality. That is too much of detachment. Even for detachment also, friends, like we have to have a balance. It has to be detachedly attached. It has to be a balance कि बहुत ज्यादा ना detach हो जाओ, बहुत ज्यादा ना attached हो जाओ. You have to come to that balance. So that balance is also missing. Some people, they become so detached that they want to leave the body. If you get a physical abuse, immediately the first thing a person thinks is that I want to leave the body, I don't want to stay in the body. Okay. And that is what happens, death urge starts happening. Hmm? But thankfully, we spiritual people, whatever happens, we have the grounding of the divine, we have the power of the divine, we always bounce back. No matter what happens, we bounce back. Feeling homeless is also a symptom of ungroundedness. Okay. Sexual imbalance, if you have lack grounding, either you will have very low sexual desire or excess of sexual desire. There will not be balance. Mother earth is such a beautiful, mother earth, if you read the thousand, because Thousand Seeds of Joy is my very favorite book. I love the book. I love the way it's so beautiful. You should read the book. The way, the channeling of Ma Lakshmi, Saraswati, and how, the Mother Earth, it finally talks about Mother Earth as well. That, how sometimes we think now, like, I'm a person, I am personally a person, I don't do too much of, I've recently started doing a little bit of publicity. Okay. Of telling that this is what I do, you want to join. But for many years, I was doing this very secretly. I don't even share to anybody. If, my friend told, there was a couple who came to me, not through any publicity. My friend told that she is good, you should go to her. They came. This is how people used to come. I never publicized. Okay. And this is what, but what happened slowly and steadily is that I understood that no, this is a good thing and I really need to share. I cannot be selfish and just thinking if people are coming, let them come. No effort from my side. Somebody really encouraged me to get into passion. I took guidance that, I lack the passion. I'm doing many things are happening on its own, but I lack the passion. But that person really encouraged that, you should have the passion to really work. So that's how I have started doing. And I'm grateful that it is benefiting so many people. But what happens is, when we balance, so this is the balance comes, mother earth helps us to bring that balance in everything. Neither we overdo anything, neither we underdo anything. I was underdoing this. I was not putting any passion. I was really, I had a heart to really serve, but I was not giving any effort. Jisko aana hai aayega, main serve karti rahungi aisa. But now I realize, no, I have to bring in passion as well in it. So, this is what grounding does. Grounding brings us into balance. कि ना हम पूरी तरीके से छोड़ देंगे, डिटैच्ड हो जाएंगे, ना हम पूरी तरीके से अटैच्ड हो जाएंगे. In everything, balance is required, right? Anything we go out of balance, emotion also. We women are so emotional. Especially I am a Cancerian. I am the Cancerian, and on top I am number two. Numerologically also I am a very emotional person. Sun sign also I am a very emotional person. Okay. And women on top, because we have these, we women go through four there are, there is hormonal change. There are 4 times in a month we go through hormonal changes. So imagine the kind of imbalance our body has. But when we go for this grounding, they help us to some extent, bring us back. Recently I was going through a lot of emotional turmoil for some challenges in my life, and I realized I have to go back to grounding, and I felt so peace by just grounding myself. Mother earth is like that. It brings us to balance. And this book, the thousand seeds of joy, which I'm talking there, also this beautiful explanation is given that mother earth is such a thing that it absorbs the negativity, and it also translates and expands the positivity. Okay. It absorbs the negativity and expands the positivity. So why I wanted to share that, why, when what I was doing very silently at my home, even when I was meditating silently at my home, every day I was sending love and light to everybody in the world. Okay. Everybody in the world should be enlightened. That was my prayer. And when I did that, this is what mother earth does. Sita, Sita, what she did is that Sita used to do that. Sita, in her lifetime, in thousand seeds of joy, this is the explanation. They say that Sita did not do too much of service in her life. Okay. Because she was confined, right? She was in the forest for so many years and everything. But what she did is that, and then again she was in with Ravana again in another in a nature's place for so many years. Half of the time she was away from the kingdom, or half of the time she was away from Rama. But what she did is that she sent a lot of energy to Mother Earth, so that the place wherever she was, that place gets enlightened. Okay. And that's just the explanation. This mother earth has this power of expanding positivity and reducing and fully diminishing the negativity. And this is what my policy was. Even if I was not reaching to many people physically, but every day my prayer was that let everybody get enlightened. Let everybody, get the love and light that I'm sending. I'm not sending, I'm just the channel. And see, today so many people are reaching out. It is because of those prayers. I don't put any effort sometimes, and it just happens, but it is not happening on its own. There's a lot of background work that happens, though meditation, sending it to mother earth, grounding, and all these things. Okay. So now what we are going to do is, we have 20 minutes. Okay. Any question do we have? This grounding is a big topic. Maybe we will take it next time in more details, okay? What grounding does. But does anybody has question till now?
Yes, yes, T, I too have, but not related to the topic grounding.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a like question. I mean, which is very common, like I think to people. So regarding this meditation, okay, or regarding like practice meditation every day. So we all know that like we have a fixed blueprint of our life. Like uh,
Can you be loud?
prior to taking 1 second, 1 second. Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, I
One
can hear
second,
you.
1 second, 1 second. Just a minute. Am I audible now?
Yeah, yeah, you are audible, Momita.
Yeah. Okay. So I have a question. So regarding this blueprint, okay. So
Hmm.
where every soul prior to taking birth makes a contract, okay, soul contract before coming to this planet Earth. Okay, so we all have a fixed blueprint. Now, that blueprint is, I think, partially associated with astrology as well. Okay,
Hmm.
so so my question here is, so despite having a fixed blueprint, okay, of various happenings in our life, okay, of various incidents in our life, so can we change that blueprint with the help of meditation? I'm practicing meditation every day, or can we
Absolutely.
neutralize? Can we neutralize certain incidents of our life by
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So absolutely. Okay. So that is what meditation is all about. Meditation is not just to give peace of mind. Okay. It is not just, okay, I want peace of mind. That's why I've joined meditation. Meditation is to neutralize those blueprints. Meditation is to attain enlightenment. How do we attain enlightenment? Because we neutralize all the karmas of the past life. That's how we attain enlightenment, right? And I was speaking to you, Momita, last time over phone that, these astrologies, okay? These astrologies, I really believe in this astrology, but it doesn't apply to meditators after a certain point of time because we create our own. I still remember my mother is extremely spiritual, okay? Extremely. And that's why I got it from her. She might not be a very sincere meditator. She meditates now, both my mother and my father, but not that sincere. But she was a big bhakt of Lord Shiva, okay? And these can also help you transform the karma. And she went to an astrologer when I was in class 6 or 7, okay? And that astrologer told my mother that she will fail in class 7. And I didn't know why my mother used to cry. Okay, she used to cry all the time. And I was thinking, why is she crying? But she'll say, no, no, no. I used to ask my mother, what happened, mama? But she will say, no, no, beta, nothing. But she'll start crying. Okay. But I passed with flying colors in class 7. Okay. So that was, see, even without meditating, a lady has so much of power in believing in Lord Shiva. My mother is an example. अभी तो मैं now I send my powers to my father, but since age 6, my father doctor used to say he will die. My mother is like the Savitri, she will bring him back. Okay, she has always, and that's why I also feel I have got that power that I can do anything because my mother is so strong. My mother is that delicate person who looks so delicate, a homely wife, a housewife, never worked, but she has immense power to change destiny. Okay, she is a living example of change. She has changed so much, and from her I have learned how I've shared with you, Momita, right? Yesterday, my life is so magical. I can share so many experiences of mine which is so magical. The doctor said it's not possible, people said it's not possible, and it became possible. Okay. There is another thing that you asked is blueprint. Okay. Now I will explain from the perspective of astrology. Maybe in astrology, your sun is bad. Okay, your sun is bad. And the sun means it is going to take care of your job, your fame, your name, and everything. Maybe in past life you have been very, very rude, or you had a very bad behavior with your father. Okay, that's why you are born with a very bad sun. Okay, and you were not waking up early with the sun. Okay, so maybe that's why your son is bad. But if you start, that's why, Momita, you called me some days back and you were asking. I said astrology also is a very good way of knowing where we need to transform our lives, where we need to, become better human beings. The moment you know that your son is bad, you start loving your father, respecting your father, treating him well, waking up in the morning. The moment you know your mangal is, some people, मंगल is very, they say that मंगल खराब है या फिर मांगलिक. Okay, मांगलिक, मांगलिक is another thing. Actually, what happens is that Manglik people are very independent people. Manglik is not a bad women with, people. Why do astrologers say, oh, she's Manglik, she should not get married, otherwise her husband will die? Because, they fear it has nothing to do with a husband dying. you know I am a slight Manglik and my husband is alive for in 18, 19 years. Okay. After marriage. Okay. But and touch wood. And but what I'm saying is that Manglik ladies are very independent, and in previous time, Manglik is they would never, like, they want a docile women, right? They want a docile lady. And here comes a lady who is independent, who thinks her mind, who says her word. Then so they are worried. Then that's why they used to, astrologers used to give all these different, explanation. But it's a good manglik means your Mars is actually good. But if your Mars is bad, okay, then what happens is that means you are very badly using your anger. You are throwing your anger on different people, and you in past life you have done, that's where your mangal has become bad. Okay, so what you can do is that from this life you try to watch your anger, make sure you always don't throw your anger. For me personally, I was a very I was a very angry person. Okay, I still am, but but strangely that anger I used to throw at everybody before my marriage, or for many years even after my marriage. But now the anger, it is still there, but it is with the very close people. That also again I have to work. We think that the close people, we have the right, and that's also the relationship demands, right? You can be angry with only the people you love. But still, that again, budh also, if you are, when Wednesday, they say that Mercury, okay, Mercury also, if your words are very bad, if you use very harsh words, you might be born in the past life, maybe you used to use harsh words to insult people, then the Mercury becomes bad. But in this life, if you work on those behaviors, your Mercury will improve. So in the same way, everything, Shukra, when we do meditation every morning, evening, I explained about Shukra, right, last time, that how Shukra also is so, when we truly treat our partners well, when we take care of our grooming and we take care of the cleaning, the Shukra becomes good. So in once we get into meditation, it has nothing to do with permanency कि यही permanent है, यही होना है. So many things my astrologer has said and it hasn't worked. The moment the astrologer says this is what, and I go to astrologers to see what is actually in my, what I have created in my past life. And then I say, okay, just watch, I'm going to change it. This is what I have been doing for so many years. Okay. Are you clear, Momita, with that? It is the same with even moon.
Yes.
If somebody is behaving very badly with their mother, even if your moon, and also another, there it's again the other way around. Your moon might be very good, your sun might be very good, but if you're behaving very badly with your mother, your moon will go bad. Okay, so be careful about this. Okay, thank you very much. Any other question? No, right? So we will go with a meditation. And what we are going to do is, see, when we meditate, and when we meditate to ground ourselves, we respect everything in nature. Okay? We respect the trees, we respect the animals, we respect the plants, we respect everything. Okay? And we also believe that they have a lot of power, and whatever we have, the thing is that, like, they are like nature is like a reflection to whatever is deep inside us. As for example, when we see a tree is so sturdy. See, it never shakes, it never moves. Okay, so if a tree is very strong, only the strongest of storm can break that tree. Otherwise it will be sturdy. Okay, so this is how a tree remains. So when we connect to the tree, when we meditate, like imagining, or like next time maybe I will touch more on grounding. Today we could not touch too much on grounding, but next time we will touch more on grounding. But when we meditate with the mother nature, we start getting those same powers within us, or we start activating those same power that the tree has. The tree has this groundingness, the strength, the power we bring in us. Again, see, this is what I'm wearing. You might see this. Did you see? This is an owl. Okay, I love owl. In shamanism, there is a concept of taking seeds from spirit animal. Okay, it means that even spirit, all these animals, this also was a question from Momita, and that's why I'm answering now. All these animals, different animals have different energies, and we should also respect them. We should not think they are lower than us. These animals also, we all have the power to give us the same, like owl has wisdom. The energy of owl is wisdom. So when we meditate reflecting on an owl, we receive a lot of wisdom in our lives. The same is with lion. When we meditate with the energy of lion, we receive power, we receive strength. When we meditate with the energy of peacock, we receive name and fame. When we meditate, there are so many in shamanism, so beautiful, and it is not that we are weak, we are taking that energy from them. In reality, that animal is reminding me of the same power that I have. So today, I will not go too deep. It's a big explanation of grounding. So today we will just learn how to ground ourselves, okay? Through just normal meditation. What we will do is, we will next time I'll give you a detailed how to ground. What will you do to ground yourself? How will you go out, or how will you meditate at home, and all these things? Maybe that I will give next time. Today we will just do a grounding meditation, taking in the energies of this mother earth, the tree, the animal, any animal that you can remember, any animal that you like. Give me an example, like
What if I'm scared of dogs? I'm really scared of dogs, be it a pet or street dog to Mama, especially,
Yeah, yeah. You are scared.
So,
If you are scared of dog, maybe in past life you have killed a lot of dogs.
oh my God.
Okay. So in the past life, maybe, yeah, I used to be, I don't know why, when I was taking this shamanism course long back, my this coach, I used to get scared of snakes. And I used to always see they are like this. They're not lying down. Lying down snake is very good. It's actually a symptom of grounding. But I used to see snakes like this. So, I meditated a lot, and I asked for forgiveness, that if I've killed any snake in the past, please forgive me. The same you can do, Momita, in meditation. Really asking for forgiveness. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay. And see, if it doesn't go, we will work some other way. But just wait. But then you don't
Sure.
meditate on any dog or anything like that. Okay.
Okay,
Don't do
okay.
that. But yeah, tell me, Bhavni, which animal are you thinking of? Are you there, Bhavni? Lena, Bodhi, Joita, whoever wants to share? Think about an animal that you are, close your eyes. Okay, I'm just closing. Maybe that is the animal that you need to connect to today. So before meditating, we just close our eyes. Okay, breathe in and out through your heart. Go in that empty space. Get in that empty space and see which animal is drawing your attention. Even if you don't know what their qualities are, see what is, and see, you can take a journey. You can take a journey as if there is a burrow deep underground. You are sliding through the burrow, getting down, and there, down, down, down. And you find a hole to get deep into, somewhere deep into Mother Earth. Find a path, keep walking, and see which animal you see on the path. And see if you can see the animal thrice. Maybe you leave the animal, keep walking, and see if you can see the animal again somewhere in the path. Then that might be your spirit animal. Keep walking and see if you can see the animal again, the same animal or somebody else. But only when you can see an animal thrice, you know that tonight you have to work on this animal with the energy of this animal. So, Rumi, just go in. There is a burrow. Close your eyes. I know you caught off. You can do it now. Imagine there is a burrow on Mother Earth, and you can slide inside that burrow deep into Mother Earth. And there, deep, as you go down deep into Earth, you find a beautiful space there where there is again path, walkaways, greenery everywhere. And there, try to see an animal. See which animal flashes to you thrice. Stay there. Any animal that flashes to you thrice, bring that energy with you. Maybe we will continue with the meditation without any stop. As you are in the flow, we will not stop. Just look for the animal. Know that this is the energy that you need the most tonight to ground yourself. If you feel powerless, you might want to see lions. If you want love, you might want to see dove. If you want grounding, you might see snake fully lying position with no heads up. Snake is a very grounded animal. If you want wisdom, you can see owl. If you see them, stay in their energy. They are mirroring back to you the same energy that you possess. Just for symbol, you can ask for seed from them. They have some seeds which they can give to you so that you can develop or activate the same energy that they possess. Imbibe that energy in your body. Take that energy full in. Activate that energy in your body, whether it is courage, strength, power, wisdom, playfulness. Whatever you need tonight, fully absorb that animal's energy, which is already there in you. Activate that energy. Let every single cell feel that energy. Once you have fully absorbed that energy, you can again come back through that burrow, back to the earth, back to here and now, back to your room, back to this meeting. Come back to the here and now. Thank you very much. You can slowly rub your palms, place it over your eyes, and open your eyes whenever you're ready. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please share me, what animal did you see? Anybody wants to share what animal did you see? What energy did you take from that animal?
White owl, Lokki Pecha.
Ah, beautiful. White owl is also a symbol of abundance. Yes, anybody else wants to share? Rumi, কি এনার্জি নিলি?
তোর কথাগুলি ভীষণ ভীষণ কেয়ারফুলি শুনলাম, নিজের কাছে অনেক নিলাম, নিতে চেষ্টা করলাম যে আমি আমার রেডি হইতে হইব, আরো বেশি শক্ত
হুম
হইতে হইব,
হুম
লাইফে আরো কিছু চ্যালেঞ্জেস আসতে পারে, বহুত কিছু
হুম
হইতে পারে যেটার জন্য আমি রেডি হইতে লাগবো, এটার জন্য আর কি।
হুম হুম ভেরি নাইস।
যেটা শুনলাম তোর কথা, আমার ভীষণ আজকে ভীষণ ভীষণ বহুত কিছু এক্সপিরিয়েন্স হইলো কথাগুলি শুননা, যেটা আমি কোনোদিন আগে মেডিটেশনে এত আমি ধর অত ইসে করি নাই, যেহেতু আজকে ফার্স্ট টাইম।
Hmm.
তো
It's okay, Rumi. And I'm so grateful that you joined. Okay, and whatever you got today, that is enough. Go back to I told you, my 4 days of meditation. I'll send you. Do that. Okay.
হুম
Once
হুম
you
হুম
do that, you will be easily able to slip in and really grab everything that we do in class. Okay.
ওকে ওকে কুঙ্কু,
Yeah. And
থ্যাংক ইউ,
trust, Rumi, trust.
লাভ ইউ।
There's nothing that I have not gone through. You know, when I was pregnant, I almost went to coma during
ডিউরিং
delivery.
প্রেগনেন্সি।
Yes, yes. The doctor said, I don't know how you survived. So my life has been always magical. Okay.
কি
My
কি হয়েছিল ব্যাপারটা?
oh, please off. What happened is that I had this sugar and I had
সুগার।
like gestational diabetes, and
ওকে,
I had to take insulin, na, for 42 insulin.
আচ্ছা।
Okay. and like it started from 2 and it ended to 42. Okay.
Okay.
And the time of delivery, what happens is that again your insulin level comes back to normal because it is just gestational. It happens only
Mm,
during pregnancy, it goes away.
mm,
But
mm,
on the day of my delivery, I didn't know my water bursted and
mm.
I injected 42.
42. Okay.
And I was, my sugar level, doctor said, nobody has seen patients with 23. I think 23 or 28 was my sugar level. You'll never see patients with sugar level 23, 28. They have already died. So
Mm,
that's why you'll not see patients with that. But she saw my sugar level in that level. Okay. She
mm,
said that her nurses, in one side, they were pushing sugar, other side
mm.
she was cutting me for the C-section. This is how.
C-section.
And I went into a complete coma because she said, I tried to show you the baby, and I said,
Okay.
no, I don't remember. I said, then she said, I think you went into coma and came back.
Mm.
And then for 3 4 days I was in ICU because I went into such emergency. I was put in ICU. Ridan was completely fine. I was in
Okay.
ICU.
তোর তোর কষ্ট হয়ে গেছিল আর কি।
I was in ICU. And I'm sure doctor said, I think you went into coma. Otherwise, I showed you the baby. Why didn't you see? I think you went into coma. But I don't know how, I came back. I think it's all the grace of my spiritual practice for so many years.
হুম,
So
এটার জন্য
don't
এটার জন্য।
trust, Rumi. Trust. There is not so many things has happened in my life, Rumi. I can share. But
হুম,
everything has taught me something. And again, I've overcome it as well.
হুম।
Okay. So, welcome to the journey of meditation. It is going to be a beautiful journey.
মেডিটেশন। হুম 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 হুম। লাইক
Anybody
ফার্স্ট
else?
এক্সপিরিয়েন্স আজকে। ওকে। না না,
Hmm.
ফার্স্ট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স আজকে। আমি
Ah,
চেষ্টা ট্রাই 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 ট্রাই
absolutely.
মাই বেস্ট। হুম
Yes,
হুম।
yes, yes. এখানে I speak in English, but all of them speak,
না না
most
না
of
না না
them
না না,
speak in
কোনো
Bangla.
প্রবলেম নেই, কোনো প্রবলেম
See,
নেই,
এই যে
কোনো প্রবলেম
মনিকা
হয় না।
বৌদি আনন্দিতা ওরা আজকে জয়েন করেনি, ওরা সবাই
হুম
বাংলাতে কথা বলে, সো ইউ ক্যান
হুম।
স্পিক ইন বাংলা, আই উইল স্পিক ইন ইংলিশ। ওকে।
হ্যাঁ, বাংলা হিন্দি যেটাই
হ্যাঁ,
হোক,
হ্যাঁ,
কোনো প্রবলেম নেই, কোনো
যেই
প্রবলেম নেই।
ভাষাতে বলবি বলতে, এখানে সব এই যে মনিকা বৌদি, আনন্দিতা, বনশ্রী, মীনাক্ষী, they are not
হুম
there today,
হুম
but
হুম
they all speak in Bangla, so
হুম
you will be extremely comfortable with them. Okay.
হুম হুম। আচ্ছা, নিজের ভাষা তো নিজেরই হয় না, অবভিয়াসলি।
I speak in English so that because it goes into YouTube, na,
হুম
so that
হুম
many
হুম হুম।
people can
হ্যাঁ
listen
হ্যাঁ
and
হ্যাঁ,
get benefited.
ঠিক আছে
Okay.
ঠিক আছে। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Okay. So
ওকে।
thank you so much. Anybody wants to share which animal they saw? Otherwise, I'll hang off. Yes, Lena. What did you?
Yes, uh, I saw elephant
Elephant.
and I like be calm and peaceful in crucial situations or difficult situations.
Lovely. Lovely. You have imbibed that energy. Lovely. And and elephant also means grounding. See, it is so strong. Still, it is not like, it is also very stable. Elephant. Did you see calm and composed in every situation? Elephant is so stable. So maybe you have
Hmm.
imbibed that energy today from the elephant, right?
Yeah.
And Lean and Bhavni has seen snake. She has messaged.
Yeah,
She's
I saw
outside
snake.
somewhere. Yeah. Snake like this or like this?
So snake was on the ground. It was moving on the ground,
Yeah. So it is grounding.
crawling.
Snake gives a lot of grounding. Okay. Lot of stability, lot of grounding, lot of connection to Mother Earth. Next week we will continue.
Yeah.
Grounding is a big topic. We have still not finished. We have just touched the tip. Okay. So we will do grounding. Grounding is so important, friends. Okay. And I'm so grateful to all my friends who are making the effort to join morning and evening for their meditation. Monica Bodhi, you want to share something?
নো আই এম আমি সে ডগের চিন্তা করেছিলাম। ওই দিদির
Ah,
বাসায় গিয়েছিলাম না, ইয়েতে ইন্দোরে,
হ্যাঁ,
বঞ্জির ঘরে। ওর একটা
হ্যাঁ,
ডগ ডগ আছে ঘরে, মানে ওর ব্যবহার দেখে আমি স্ট্রেঞ্জ হয়ে গেছি। ও তো স্কুলে যায়নি, কলেজেও যায়নি, কিন্তু
হ্যাঁ,
এত মানে আমি বুঝতেই পারিনি এত বুদ্ধি মানে ডগের যে তাকে আর কি। আমার একটা নিউ এক্সপিরিয়েন্স ওর ঘরের ডগটা দেখে। ওর
হুম,
বর যখন আসবে অফিস থেকে, ওর
হুম,
মানে টাইমটা জানা থাকে। ওর দরজার সামনে গিয়ে গৌ গৌ করে এই অপেক্ষা করবে বরটা কখন আসবে। আর ওই
হুম।
জুতা খুলে যখন মোজাগুলি খুলে রাখবে, বাইরে রেখে দেবে, এইগুলি এনে রেখে দেবে। তো ওর বর
হ্যাঁ
যখন অফিসে ওদের বিছানা যাওয়ার টাইম হয়ে গেল,
হ্যাঁ
আমাকে বলছে যে আমরা যদি মুভি শুরু করি তখন তো টাইমটা কোথায় চলে যাচ্ছে বুঝতে ও নাকি মানে ইঙ্গিত দিয়ে দেবে যে এই
হুম
তোমাদের কিন্তু বিছানা যাওয়ার সময় হয়ে গেছে, মানে যতক্ষণ যাচ্ছে না গু গু এরকম ভাবে শব্দ করবে। মানে ও যে ডগের গল্পগুলি করেছে না, মানে
হুম
আমি মানে কোনোদিন মানে এই ধরনের ডগ কোনোদিন দেখি যে এত ভাবে এর করে শুধু কথাটাই বলতে পারে না, সবকিছু দেখিয়ে দেয় মানুষের মতো। আমি ওর অনেক খেলনা আছে তো, তারপর আমি বললাম যে
হ্যাঁ
আমি একটা ওর জন্য কিনবো, আমি নিয়ে দিয়ে গিয়েছি। তারপর এটা মুখ থেকে আর কি নামাচ্ছে না, সবাইকে গিয়ে গিয়ে দেখাচ্ছে, আমি এটা আবার আমাকে দেখাচ্ছে যে আমি দিয়েছি ওকে।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা
মানে
আচ্ছা
আর কি আমি দেখি এত মানে স্ট্রেঞ্জ হয়ে গেছে এর ওর ব্যবহার। আমি বলি যে ডগ এত কিচ্ছু করতে পারে, আমার কোনো দিনের মানে ধারণা ছিল না। এত
হুম
ভালো
হুম
লেগেছে ওর ব্যবহার দেখে আর কি।
হ্যাঁ so we can learn so much from animals না বৌদি আমরা কত
হ্যাঁ
কিছু
ঠিকই,
শিখতে পারি অ্যানিমালস
আমি
থেকে আমরা
ভাবতেই
নিজেদেরকে
পারিনি
find
এত।
we think we are so arrogant না we think human
হুম,
beings we are everything these
এই
animals
তো।
are nothing and
হ্যাঁ,
that's why I suggest that slowly and steadily if possible turn into vegetarianism also if possible you know we become more
হুম,
and more kind we should become more and more understanding to animals they are so
হুম, হুম,
divine they have so much power
এই তো রাস্তাঘাটে
and
না
I
লোক।
love today I saw Janu Bodhi আজকে I saw this cat in the garage in the car park okay
আহা, আহা,
and I felt like picking that cat up and bringing to my home then I had so many thoughts that no the cat and it's a small cat so I said maybe
আহা,
he has a mother and then again I thought
yeah,
what
of
would Panna
course.
say he would be very
হুম,
angry
হুম,
he doesn't want any animals. He doesn't like animals. So I thought so many
আহ।
times and then came back leaving that cat there. But I love animals. Yeah. So thank you so much, everybody. So today's is an eye opener to all of us that how beautiful animals are, how beautiful the
হুম,
nature is.
এভরিথিং ইজ ন্যাচারাল ইজ অলওয়েজ বিউটিফুল।
So
আমার ঘরে
beautiful.
দেখেছো না অনেক গাছ আছে, প্ল্যান্ট আছে।
Ah,
আমি
yeah.
যদি এদেরকে জল দিই না, না আমার মানে ঘুমাতে পারি না।
Yeah.
মানে আমি কি বলি যে ওরা তো আমাকে ইয়ে করবে না, যে এই বলবে যে আমাকে বাঁচিয়ে রেখেছে কিন্তু জল দিচ্ছে না,
Wow. See,
অভিশাপ দেবে না। আমি এই
See,
জন্য ওরা
friends,
হচ্ছে না।
Momita, Bhavni, and Leena, listen to her, what she's saying. And I have seen her. She's an example. She has many plants at home, okay? Many plants. Can you imagine? It's Denmark. You cannot, plants die outside. So you have to have those home plants and everything. And her full living room is filled with plants. And she's saying, one day, if I don't give water to the plants, I feel they are crying. They're waiting for me. This is the kind of love she has for plants. That's what, friends, we should all of them have life everything even table chair also have life friends they
হুম,
also
হুম,
have life they also have consciousness but maybe the consciousness is in the lowest form in table and chairs that's why we should walk touch even hold table and chair with a lot of love because everything in this whole world even this curtain has consciousness we should touch it with a lot of love so imagine the kind of love we should show for animals and plants they are so more conscious than normal insentient beings yeah and thank you, Monica Bodhi, for this experience. We are all
হুম।
encouraged to take care of. I remember now I have to give water to my plant. I
এই
bought this small plants. I have to give water to.
তো এইগুলো নিয়ে কথাবার্তা বললে না তখন এক্সপিরিয়েন্স পাওয়া যায়, তোমার কাছ থেকে আমি পেলাম, ওর কাছ থেকে আমি পেলাম, এই ধরনের একটু আরো অভিজ্ঞতাটা বেড়ে যায়, ঠিক না?
Yes, yes. Thank you very much, everybody. See you.
ওয়েলকাম, সি ইউ
Yeah,
সানডে।
see you
Thank
next Sunday. Lena, please call me to fix an appointment, okay? For the
Okay.
therapy that we discussed. Okay. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye.